Catching the Ray morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hayesy on Nova.
G'day, friends. Sometimes an article just whacks you right in the middle of the forehead and you're like, why does this connect with me so aggressively? I read this thing that said 5 signs that you suck in the bedroom. And I was like, ouch. But that's me, isn't it? So enjoy. Wow, we're very open and personal here on this radio station. And now you know more about me. Now, this is your one-stop shop for education when it comes to all things mummy and daddy time.
From the top, make it drop. That's some wet.
No, you know what? Too aggressive. Let's tone it back.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
That's
Good.
better.
I'm in the mood now.
And I'm the guy to tell you what not to do in the sack.
Oh, really?
Why do these articles find me?
I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't
I
it?
don't know. You literally never log onto your computer, and yet here we are.
They smack me in the face.
Yep.
Sex and relationship psychotherapist Miranda Christophers is sharing 5 signs of why you suck in the sack. Why do these articles find me? I ask the question once again.
I'm not sure.
Do you want me to go through them and you can sort of ask yourself if these apply to you? We'll do a bit of a test.
I will mentally tick them off.
Yes, okay. Number 1, you lack confidence.
Oh,
And that's a big one for blokes.
okay.
Massive one for blokes. And I don't know if
Where are you lacking confidence?
where am I not lacking confidence? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I talk up a big game, but when push comes to shove, if you know exactly what I mean, then sometimes things fall a little bit short. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
The confidence is key for men, because if men don't have confidence, then you basically can't even get started.
Can I say, is this a size issue?
We'll get to that. Number 2, you're easily distracted.
Oh, yeah.
You're easily distracted in every single situation outside of the bedroom. I'm not sure what happens in between the shoots, but we can only assume that sometimes this applies to you.
Okay, can I ask you this question?
Probably getting distracted right now, talking about getting distracted.
Can I ask you this? So, why is it that men aren't bothered if there are children around?
Well, is he talking about your husband?
Yes.
I'm bothered if children around.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's not.
Oh wow.
He's like, I'm like, I genuinely cannot focus on this if there are children on the other side of that door.
See, children are a solid distraction. Mm-hmm. What about this one? You're embarrassed to talk about sex with your partner. Yeah. I'm not super comfortable talking about sex with my partner. I've never been super comfortable talking about sex at all. I'm a bloke. I'm not comfortable talking about anything that's sort of half emotional.
So you genuinely can't have a conversation with Cara about what is pleasing and not pleasing?
Oh, maybe we... Oh, I don't know. I don't think we've had that conversation.
Oh, my God.
Oh, whoa. What are the looks I'm getting from the ladies in here?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It sucks to be Cara.
It certainly does. Number 4, you don't change your routine. So here's
Yeah.
where it gets tricky, because you're like, I think I'm onto a good thing here. I don't want to change it up. Also, I'm scared to try new things. But what I've just found out is my original routine, which I've been doing forever, is really bad. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
And finally, you feel shame if you don't perform. Sexual performance anxiety affects 9 to 25% of men, contributing to, I don't want to say this, so I'm just going to disguise it, premature schmack-shoo-schmaking. See, it's a real thing.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I can genuinely say if you get it so infrequently, you'll perform.
Yeah. Well, you perform too successfully too early. Yes, that's the problem. It's a different sort of anxiety.
Oh, okay.
Also some ones that I've named in as well. If your nickname is Pee Wee McGee, then you're probably in all sorts of trouble. But also, if you've got a self-prescribed nickname of Horse, you're probably trying to hide something.
You've set the standard so high.
Yeah. So I ran that test by myself, Jodes.
Okay.
And put it through the system. Here's the results. Cara Hayes is dangerously unsatisfied. I want a retest.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news. So this is where we condense the news into the top 3 stories that you need to know today. I don't want to put you on the spot, but we have an unfolding situation, Abby, in the news.
Yeah, so it's all happening this morning. There's a boat emergency in Port Lincoln, so I'm just trying to get some more details on that. And then we also have the Snowtown accomplice parole decision expected today.
Yeah, right.
So Mark Hayden has served over 35 years in jail. He's meant to, longer than that, over 40 years in jail. And he's meant to be released. There was Parliament quickly rushed through laws basically to have him, he was going to be released without any conditions.
Yeah.
And they've rushed through laws to try and change that because he didn't necessarily do the killings, but he was still involved in the whole situation.
You would think
So
at the
that's
very
fun.
least there would be some sort of home detention bracelet.
What?
or-
So he's definitely getting out. It's
Well,
just what sort of conditions he has now. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, the parole board essentially will make their final decision today, but they've said that he's rehabilitated, that he's fine to come out.
Okay.
Wow, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, so someone sat down, and I knew the main sort of spine of the story.
Yeah.
But then I sat down with someone about a week ago, and the infinite details of it. It is mind blowing.
It's
It's
so grim.
beyond what a horror movie would be based on.
Well, there is a movie based on it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get through it. And then even some of the true crime podcasts that I listen to, I had to turn them off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just horrible.
Interesting.
Anyway, I'll get more information on the boat incident.
Yep.
But, just checking with cops now.
Very good. That's why you're the best, Abby.
So let's go from that to the big news. That is, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
There we go.
So the full list of celebrities in the jungle have been unveiled. So we're talking Michelle Bridges.
Yep.
Fitness queen. Khan Ong, who was from MasterChef Australia as well. Callum Hole, who was on Love Island Australia, and I have to say, never heard of him.
He's got a British accent.
I don't know, mate.
Is he?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're telling the story.
You're the one who watched the show? Or?
I didn't watch it. I'm just telling. Frankie Muniz, who was from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a big get,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Massive.
On the Channel 10 budget.
He's got a story or two. And how many questions are people just asking about Bryan Cranston?
Oh, yeah, so true.
So what's Bryan Cranston like? Oh, that's about me.
Tristan McManus, who's the Irish TV presenter who was on Studio 10. Stephen K. Amos, our boy.
Yep.
He is so funny. So it's going to be interesting. Ellie Cole, Candice Warner, Sky Wheatley, who apparently was very firm in telling the producers that she's not an influencer. She's a mega influencer.
Oh, right, okay. Peter Dacos as well.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did like the little promo. He was like, oh, look, I did this with my football career. And he was an absolute freak, Peter
Yeah.
Dacos. And he goes, I'm probably more famous now for being the dad.
Oh, totally.
Nick and Josh
yeah,
Dacos.
he's definitely generated a couple of talented spawn, let's say that.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we all still have a chance to get on I'm a Celebrity because they sort of go for D-grade celebs.
Wow. Goodness me.
Peter Dacos. Stephen K. Amos. Come on.
Peter
He loves Stephen
Dacos.
K.
Goodness, he's elite.
There you go. Interesting. So it's always such a strange mix of people, isn't it?
It is.
Like
It's
the
really
most
weird.
opposite people bunched together.
But also, what's really nice is you always like come out the other side, and you have people that you would never dream being friends, becoming friends in the jungle.
yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
All right, all eyes on that. Hey, and all eyes on the Cranker, the Crown and Anchor. So the Cranker Facebook page has gathered heaps of members and signatures. They're trying to save it from developers. I hate these stories.
Yeah.
Where genuine heritage pubs and spots that you've pretty much grown up with, all of a sudden, and such is the movement, developers come along, big money offers. It'd be hard to say no, but this is one of those situations.
They
It's
wanna-
iconic for the hipsters.
Is that at Victor Harbour?
What?
What?
I think you're thinking of the Crown Hotel. The Crown and Anchor, just in the city there. You-
Why
you-
do you all look ashamed of me right
You would have
now?
done some damage back in the day at the Crown and Victor.
I did some real work.
We all had a crack at the Crown and Victor at some stage.
They're looking to do housing or student housing accommodation there, but
Right.
it's the Crown and Anchor. It's the Cranker.
Cranker.
And it was
Okay.
going off over. I've walked past a few times on the way to the Fringe, and it was going off.
Yeah, right.
So they can't get rid of it.
Yeah, watch this space. I mean, the big shed was saved. It was fantastic news. So hopefully the Crown and Anchor can go in somewhat of a similar direction. But big money offers, you can understand why it'd be so tempting just to sell up.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. That's your post-it snooze news. Sometimes a story emerges from little old Adelaide that really captures the heart of a nation.
Let's go to producer Emily. Okay, what the hell has someone left on the top of their car?
Yeah, guys, you might have seen this on the news last night, but a young woman from Adelaide named Lyndall, she has lost her wedding dress. So she is getting married in February next year, so she does have a bit of time. But basically what happened is they went to their storage facility to sort out some of their stuff, and her husband-to-be, bless him, it was in a box because it had been delivered as a parcel. He put it on top of the roof of the car because he didn't want it to get crushed.
Right.
So he's doing the right thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, though, he forgot to grab it off the top of the roof of the car and pop it in the car before they drove. So they drove from Burton to Burnside, which apparently is about 30 kilometres.
Okay.
And it had fallen off the top of the roof of the car at some point.
Oh, dear.
So someone must have it.
Or someone's run over it.
Oh,
that is the biggest fear. So apparently they went and retraced their trip
Yeah.
to see if they could find it and haven't found it. So they have put a post up on Facebook offering a reward for $500. So it does have her name on it and her address because she hadn't even opened the parcel yet.
So
it's
someone's got it.
Yeah.
Someone's got it.
And no one else can use it.
No.
Like it's a wedding dress.
And good luck putting it online to try and sell it.
Yeah.
Because people will track it down.
Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine how livid she would be at him?
Oh, apparently he has kept it very quiet and very low key since this has happened.
As a woman
quiet. It's gone viral.
as a woman who's engaged to
Yes.
be married.
Eventually.
So how would you feel if your husband to me?
He wouldn't be sleeping, he wouldn't even be sleeping on the couch. He wouldn't be sleeping in the house, I don't think.
It's fair call.
13, 24, 10, what did you leave on top of your car? And maybe, is this almost specifically a bloke thing as well?
I think so.
Are blokes more prone to leaving stuff on top of cars, do you reckon?
Yeah.
No, because I can confess that I've done it. So
Really?
I can't have a go at him too much. So years and years ago, I was putting petrol in my car and I put my purse on the top of the car. It was one of those little Mimco pouches, so only very little, very lightweight.
Yep.
And I must have taken my card out, gone in and paid for it, and just jumped back in the car. And so I drove from Noarlunga to Victor Harbour to my parents' house. So going 100 kilometres an hour up Wollonga Hill, going all through, like winding around.
Yeah.
Pull up into the driveway to open the gate, and I went, "What's that on my car?" Sitting there,
Still there.
all there.
amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
it was a miracle.
Do you know what the takeaway is? Mimco.
Mimco, exactly.
Good grip on roofs.
Yeah.
I've left all sorts of things, wallet as well. Wallet, phone several times, and they survived the trip. One time, wallet didn't survive the trip, and I had to go back and I found it in the middle of Port Road, completely crushed. Glasses as well.
Yeah.
I reckon this time last year I left Adelaide Oval and I left the glasses on top of there, and then there's that moment I was like, oh, that's what that sound was. It was my glasses falling off the roof. I thought that it was a stick randomly hitting the top of my car.
Yep.
Went back there, they're completely gone.
Yep.
And the worst one, and it's happened a couple of times, it's very embarrassing, is when you get in the car and you're looking around, you're like, where the hell are my keys? They're somewhere because I'm inside the car. And then you realise they're on top of your car. Which can be dangerous if you've got a fancy car.
Yeah.
Where you've got a push start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could
because
actually get going.
yeah, the car would still keep going.
Yeah.
Until they eventually fell off, and then you'd be in all sorts of strife.
Not me, I'm old school, baby. Still got to jam it in there and turn right for the ignition. you
Jam it
know?
in there. 13 24 10. What did you leave on the roof of your car? Give us a call.
Let's go to Lisa from Parkside. Good morning to you, Lisa. What happened?
Well, it was a boy. I very kindly had packed him a really delicious chicken and mayo salmi for uni.
Yes.
He gets in the car, he's got everything, bags, cell phones, whatever, sticks the salmi on top of the car. It was in a Tupperware at least. And then, we proceeded to get into the car, headed off, and we heard this canuck. The Tupperware obviously went flying. But we had to pull aside, and he got out of the car. He got the salmi off, that had fallen out of the Tupperware, picked up every single piece of the salmi. And he still ate his chicken and mayo that afternoon.
Oh, good.
Well done.
Just a little bit of extra protein.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. Survive the trip. It's got a story to tell.
Is there anything better than a chicken and mayo sandwich, by the way?
Especially with just a little bit of floor dust as well. A bit of extra flavour.
Exactly right. Let's go to Taylor. What'd you leave on the top of your car?
My bloody Weet-Bix bowl.
It happens. Full to the brim with milk as well?
Yeah, and it bloody slid down my bloody window, and I was like, oh, there, that's what that went.
Yeah, right.
So when you're driving, how do you deal with this? Do you pull over, or you just you tell the windscreen wipers to really work overtime?
No, I never even made it out the driveway. My house is like on a slant, the driveway is, so as I was like going up, the bowl won't come down.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Taylor. Melissa, what'd you leave on the top of your car?
Morning. On the way to school pickup, put the baby in the car seat. Obviously, put my phone on top of the roof. Drove all the way to school. Got in the pickup line. Get my phone out. Not there. Thought, oh no. Got out. Looked on top of the car. It was still there.
Yeah, that's amazing. Is it because, Melissa, that it's got a phone cover on it, which is maybe a bit rubbery, which was gripping, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
That is exactly right. And I've had this phone cover for about 2 years and I refuse to get rid of it now.
Oh, wow.
That's good. We're all still in relief. You started the story off.
Because I genuinely thought the baby. I know.
No, not the baby.
Okay. Thank goodness for that.
baby.
Thanks, Melissa. Lisa, what'd you leave on the top of the car?
Well, it was my sister Sharon. For Christmas one year, I gave her an Estee Lauder makeup thing. It was quite large and a hard plastic. Anyway, she left it on the top of the roof of the car and they drove from Penfold Road, McGill, got to Quetterville roundabout where it fell off.
Yeah.
She got out the car and was stopping traffic to pick up her pieces, all her pieces. Most of it survived, but the container was a bit worse for wear. But, that's my story, or her story, really.
How anything can survive the Quetterville Terrace roundabout is beyond me, because that is absolute anarchy.
Yeah, that is absolute mayhem, isn't
it?
Let's go to Artie. Good morning, Artie.
It was a long weekend. I got home and I lived in an apartment building. I left my laptop bag with laptop, tablet all on the roof of the car.
Yeah.
And it stayed there the whole long weekend. And there was probably like 300 cars parked in that place.
Wow.
No way.
So everything survived. No problems.
Everything survived. But yeah, who said it was about theft, right? Nothing left. Everything was there on Tuesday morning.
That is outrageous.
And that's when I realised it was gone, actually. I didn't realise till I actually got to the car in the morning.
Yeah, right. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you, Artie. Kimberly, what'd you leave on the roof of the car?
So I picked my kids up one morning or afternoon from school and I put my keys on the top of the car. We've got one of those fancy cars with the push start ignition.
Ooh, la-dee-da, Kimberly.
So I then drove all the way to Birdwood and turned my car off when I got to the post office. Walked back to get into the car and my car wouldn't start. I then had to ring my partner and tell him what I'd done.
Yeah.
Safe to say he was not impressed because he then had to drive around for 2 hours trying to find my keys because we have air tags and it was jumping from house to house.
Yeah.
So he did find them, but they were crushed, so we couldn't start the car. We had to get another car.
Wow. So, hey, Kimberly, how far away was the car from the keys?
45 minutes. So my kids go to school in Hectorville and I live up in Birdwood.
Yeah, wow. I thought that if it was in really close proximity, when you've got automatic ignition or whatever it is.
Oh, no, so when I tried to start the car at school, the keys were on the roof.
Yep.
Right.
And then I've driven off and they've obviously fallen off and got crushed to bits on Hectorville Road.
Yeah.
And then I turned the car off when I got to our local post office, and when I got back in the car to try and turn it on, it was saying keys not detected.
Oh, no.
So I then had to ring my partner and, he wasn't impressed. He still holds it against me to this day.
It's a real hurdle in the relationship.
Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly.
It's going to keep on happening as well. We're always going to leave stuff on top of the car.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to my next set of sunglasses, which are going to camp on there.
Yeah.
And eventually gifting a pair of Ray-Bans to someone on the street.
What were they? Arnett's or?
Yeah, they were silver. No, they were actually silver Oakleys back in the day. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's business when the blanket comes off.
Yep.
It's to paint a picture.
It's very cold in the studio. I've been wearing a blanket all morning, but I've just taken it off. I've
Now
disrobed.
it's business time.
Yeah. All right, let's go, producer Zoe.
Oh, my gosh. All right, same as always. 3 Nova hits and throwbacks orchestralised. Best of 3, whoever wins their listener a Faster Pasta voucher. We've got Debbie on Team Hayesy this morning.
Debbie.
And then...
Hi.
Hello.
Justin, because on Team Jodes.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, how you going?
All right, let's do this. Let's get it.
Justin, you sound nervous too.
Oh, okay.
No, there's no nerves. The blanket's off.
Do you know what's going to happen? Every time I'm super arrogant in this space,
you
it
lose
always
real bad.
bites me on the bum,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Lose real bad. But I've got a good feeling about this one for you, Jodes.
Oh, thank you.
All right, song number 1. Let's go.
Fair. You say
All
it
right.
every single week, don't you?
Being positive.
It's a genuine. It's me against the world.
Mate,
and you know
just
what?
Honestly,
I like that.
honestly, zip it and push the button.
Song 1.
Hayesy,
Go on.
Britney Spears, Toxic.
Oh.
Bye.
You got that real
You
quick.
genuinely.
No, Jones, he's not cheating. Before you say that.
You literally got that in 6 seconds.
Yeah, that was really good.
I know, how impressive is it?
That was really good. The violin helped that one. That's why I thought it might be an easier
Yeah, but
one.
also my spidey senses are just very peaked at this point. But anyway, keep
Okay.
going.
Spidey senses.
Not over yet.
What do you take us through your Spidey senses, by the way? Are you ready?
Song number 2. Let's
Okay.
go.
Hayesy,
Go on.
Fountains of Wayne, Stacey's mum.
He's done it.
She's all I want, and I've waited for. You know the words here, Joes. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Zoe's mum.
I was waiting for it.
There we go.
I was waiting for it. Yeah, can't get through that song. As soon as that one was on the list today, I was like, oh, for God's sake, here we go. A reference to my mother. Sorry, Jodes. Hayesy, you've won again.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, just for fun's sake, Joes.
No,
you
yeah,
want to do the first?
No.
Come on, it's fun.
For the sake of fun.
Yeah. You might get this one. You love this band.
Fun though.
Go on, song 3.
Song 3?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Battling it.
It's tricky.
I don't even know why I care at this point.
Something by Andre Rieu.
Nothing?
I've got nothing. You got something?
Clue?
Nothing.
Clue, yeah.
Clue.
Starts with an F, the band?
Franz Ferdinand.
No. Learn.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
God, it's Learn to Fly, Foo Fighters.
Hang on. Now, Jodes, can you pick that up? I still can't
No.
pick that up.
I've checked out.
It's in a different key.
Oh, yeah. Wait for two back home.
There we go. Yeah.
I think that brings, what's the total score now? Hayesy 6, Jodie 4 for, no, that's Battle of the Bangers. Hayesy,
Oh, don't go there.
Hayesy
Don't go
7, Jodie 5.
Okay.
It's not the worst, Jodes. You've
Good, it's
come
fun,
back
isn't
from
it?
worse.
You know, it's fun. It's all fun.
Oh, you're really upset. You want a hug?
I'm flat now. I want to ask you a question. Who is the greatest crow of all time?
Oh, it's a two-way race, isn't it? You got Ryan Fitzgerald or you got Wayne Carey? Who have you got?
my
The
God.
duck or Fitzy?
It has to be a man by the name of Tony Modra.
Yes.
And can you imagine taking your husband to the football and getting embroiled into a life-threatening situation with a great man?
Particularly with his rate of knots in terms of how he speaks.
Yeah.
He's the fastest word slinger in the West, Greg
Yeah,
Lottie.
yeah. He had an issue with a wristband, and we thought, you know what, the only man who can tell this story is the great man himself.
I mean, I came down and they gave us the wristbands down the bottom there at the bunker, and the guy next to Mod's put it on, and you could tell straight away that he was pretty disappointed in himself, like the way he put it on. It was quite aggressive, and kind of, you know, when your wristband's twisted and like really tight.
Yeah, like a weak handshake. You just want to redo.
Oh, mate, it's like worse than being handcuffed. Like, I felt like I was handcuffed. I don't know if you've been handcuffed, Hayesy, but it's pretty. Yeah.
I'm sure he has.
And I didn't think much of it. Like I thought, I can, I'll be able to get through.
Yeah.
You know, it's only four quarters.
Yep.
But then after that first beer, when we went upstairs, it was like my hand had gone purple. Like I lost all feeling, could barely hold a beer. As we were walking up the stairs, I saw Mods and I said, mate, like I need a new wristband. I can't keep going. And sure enough, Mods had a whole bunch of them in his pocket. Yeah, so he started, and Mods is a pretty big boy, right? He's obviously a bit of strength, and he started pulling on it, but he couldn't get it off. Like everyone's watching. It was, yeah, and then he's asked me then to lean back and help him.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, mate, I can't lean back, mate. There's a staircase behind me. Like, if it snaps, if this thing snaps, like I'm going down the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not ideal. So anyway, someone came along with some scissors and cut it off. It's quite embarrassing, to be honest, but it was something that needed to be done.
Yeah.
And then Mods put one on.
Well, imagine if you had gone through the original way and you didn't have the scissors and then bang. Oh, gosh. Greg and Mods on top of each other.
At the Crows game. So just to clarify, you hit up the greatest crow that has ever been known to man, the legend that is Tony Modra, and you said, "Excuse me, mate, my wristband's a bit tight."
I thought you were talking Mark Rashuto.
Mate, he was the only one around, and I thought, if anyone's got a few spare wristbands, it would be Mods. But it was also at the point where it needed to be done, right? Like I couldn't wait any longer.
What about the tension between you and Tony Modra, and even you just couldn't help yourself? Even when you walk away, you're like, for goodness sake, Modra!
I mean, if you ask Mods, it's probably up there with his highlights, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I asked him about the mark right in front of us, the one on Mickey Martin back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remembered it was a different oval.
That actually happened.
Yeah, I'm like, that's right, it was Footy Park, yeah. But anyway, it was like pretty much that same spot, right?
Yep. That's my husband, everybody.
Yeah, and then he told me to go sit down.
Well, Joyce, what a story. Your husband, eh? What a guy.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Anyone pick up any of that? All I heard was this.
Gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing, and think that he be doing, because it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna dead it.
And then eventually,
Our next guest is a cult hero at the Adelaide 36ers. He eats threes for breakfast and has found his home at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Vasilovic was born in Calgary, Alberta, the son of Serbian handball player Tudor Vasilovic. He moved with his family to Melbourne at the age of 6. Growing up, he played tennis, soccer and cricket and did not begin playing basketball until the age 12. Thank God he did. Please welcome to the studio, DJ Vasilovic. This has been our life's mission to get you onto this show, so thank you so much for coming in.
No, it's all right. It only took Isaac's show to connect us.
I know. So this is how it all evolved, Hayesy. So we're at Isaac Humphrey's show, which you don't recall me being there, but that's fine.
Oh my God, just to peel back the curtains here.
Yeah.
Little chat off air, and then Jodes goes, "How good was Isaac's show?" And DJ goes, "Which one did you go to?" Hang on. I thought you guys were best mates based on your interaction.
I literally was sitting next to you, DJ.
Yeah, that's what happened when you have one too many drinks.
I know. How good. Your teammate, incredible.
It was incredible. I mean, he was nervous leading up to it for the first couple of months, but
yeah.
It was his last show of the Fringe, and he went out there and did his thing, and we were all proud of him. There was a lot of us in the crowd, and a few of them went the night before. So just to see him do what he does, off the court is incredible. And I was amazed. I'm a big fan of his piano playing. I've seen that when we were at the AIS together. He had a bit of a thing for it, and just like the change of voice and the chords that he hit was just incredible. So as I said, we're very, very proud of him.
We all knew that he could sing and that he could play piano. Did you know that he had that sort of stage presence?
No, I didn't, because I've never seen him perform live before. No, he killed it.
He told his story throughout the whole performance. For you as a teammate, sitting back watching him talk about coming out to Melbourne United, how did that make you feel?
I think it was building up to it. Obviously, we weren't close the past few years. I didn't get to play with him, so you could tell something was up. And when he came out openly gay, just bang, a lot of weight off his shoulders. I think he's been playing the best basketball he's played ever. And again, he's very happy. That's the main thing I see it. So I'm happy for Isaac, and we support him 100%.
This is your duo, Jodes. This is your duo that's going to take us back to the promised land. So Isaac Humphreys and DJ.
Yeah.
So you were locked in nice and early, DJ. How much did you play a part in making the big fella sign on and say, "Let's get this done"?
We actually went to the Boomers window for a week, and he wanted to kill me during it because I was nagging him every day to kind of sign. And I just kind of told him, anywhere you go, you probably won't play the role, or you won't be one of the main guys. And he kind of took that, took it back with him. And then as soon as we landed 2 days later, he signed. So I guess he listened to me.
Can we talk about the Adelaide fans? They turn up, rain, hail or shine. We love the 36ers. What does that mean to you as a player when you've got, 6,000 strong, just going nuts for you guys?
It was crazy because when I first got here, we were getting, as you said, 7,000. But once we kind of made that little turnaround at the start of the new year, we were getting 9,500 for 8 straight games. We sold out every game in the new year. It's just loyal fans. I mean, when we suck, they'll let us know. But when we play well, they praise us and give us the recognition. So, again, we were 8th or 9th on the ladder, and I think we can build something going forward now. And you never know, if we're a top 4 and pushing for the playoffs, anything can happen.
Let's do a get to know you, shall we?
Yeah, so we were like this little segment, 60 seconds, quick fire questions. We've done it now with Dan Houston from Port Adelaide Football Club. We did it with Joshua Shelley from the Adelaide Crows. Boys had very, very different answers.
Yes.
But it's good to get a bit of an insight, Jodes.
Okay, good to go?
Yep.
All right.
Here we go. 1,
DJ.
2, 3, go nuts, Jodes.
Filthiest roommate on the road.
Trenton Flowers.
Oh.
No hesitation.
In what way?
Just dirty boy.
Who loves
But what about his hygiene?
Terrible too.
Who loves a shirtless selfie the most?
Mitch McCarron probably.
Oh, really? Wouldn't have picked that. Pump up song before a game.
Headlines by Drake.
Oh, okay. Bit of Drake.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. Girlfriend or single and ready to mingle?
Very, very single and ready to mingle.
Oh, there we go. It's an invitation. Favourite NBA player?
Steph Curry.
Okay. Favourite team outside of the Sixers?
The Tasmania Jack Jumpers.
Go Jackies. Your worst habit?
Too many shoes and video games.
Right. Okay. Boxers or briefs for you?
Step one, underwear.
What's step one?
Step one. Are you joking?
No.
It's like the bamboo underwear, the boxers.
Oh, righto.
Have you not seen the ads?
Get on it, trust me.
It sounds like maximum breathing technology.
Okay. Are you watching the NBL final?
I am. I wanted to go to a game 5, but I think Jackies have got it in 4.
So good. Well done.
Very nice.
DJ.
Hey, DJ, are you close with any of the Jack Jumpers? Are you mates with Jack McVeigh?
Yeah, I'm close with, so myself, Jack McVeigh, Isaac, Will Magnay, we all went to the AIS together. So
Wow.
we kind of, create that little bond together. So I love seeing my other friends make it and then, have great success in the league as well.
Jack McVeigh has nailed a 3 from downtown, like absolute downtown to win it. Were you so excited to see that? Because you're the king of the 3-pointer from nowhere.
I think it was unexpected. Obviously, he slowed down and just threw it up. And again, that's his confidence. He's worked hard. And the hard work pays off. So that's just Jack McVeigh for you.
Well, maybe we might test DJ. Do you think?
Let's see how good DJ is at long
Because we
range.
genuinely think that you can nail a 3 from anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, we're about to find out.
Yeah,
So
we're
maybe-
going to spin him around in the circle 300 times.
Yep.
And we're going to blindfold him, put him upside down, shake him a little bit and see what happens.
Or maybe we'll just put him on the 3rd floor of the Nova building and see if he can nail one into Hindmarsh Square.
Well, let's give that a bit of a go as well. DJ Vasiljevic, thank you so much for coming to the studio, mate. We love the 36ers. We can't wait for you guys to win it all next season.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
We're going back in time. Hazy's On This Daisy. In time.
Tuesday edition of On This Daisy, where we take a beautiful little scrumptious, very picturesque trip down Remlin Lane.
Delicious.
26th of March 2005 TV medical drama Grey's Anatomy, starring Ellen Pompeo, debuts on ABC. Debut, of course.
Debuts, mate.
That's where we all... Is that the first time we got introduced to McDreamy?
I think so.
McSteamy? It's McDreamy, isn't it?
There was McSteamy and McDreamy.
Well, who's McSteamy?
Oh, he was the other one.
What?
He was-
McDreamy was the original, though?
Yeah, McDreamy, but there was an offsider that was McSteamy.
Oh. Better than McStinky. What about when McStinky turned up? He was a bit ordinary, wasn't he? 2013, Ariana Grande's first single, The Way, is released. And Ariana Grande has been an absolute heavyweight, even though she's pint-sized. Remember that time she got done licking that donut at the bakery?
Yeah, I know. During COVID.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you're a bit of a wanker.
Yeah, what were you thinking, Ariana?
Yeah.
2018, The Black Panther becomes the highest grossing superhero film in America, earning $630.9 million. And I definitely haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No.
I haven't seen any sort of comic book related movies at all.
I just genuinely have no interest.
But it feels like they're the ones that do the best as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Number one song of March 26 in 2013, Can't Hold Us by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. What a beautiful combination. Macklemore doing 98.4% of the work. And then Ryan Lewis probably sitting there being like, well, what about me? He only wrote the thing.
Then we go back.